We're now sitting down with one of the co-founders of renowned clothing brand Nje, revered for quality fabric, excellent fit, and exceptional service. Please help me welcome Bonolo Zwane, who's joining us to showcase their latest collection and explore how to reset your style for 2024. Welcome to Afternoon Express.
Thank you. I'm very happy to be here.
Now, I'm loving this cacophony of color, but before we get into these beautiful garments, I know that there's a special story behind your logo and your name, so please share that with us.
Okay, so Nje means just as you are, or just as is, loosely translated. It comes
just
from
as you are.
Yes, the Nguni language is Zulu or Xhosa. It just means Nje. I'm just chilling. Nje.
I love that. I am.
I am who I am, just as I am. So, like you said, there's a very diverse range. There's a lot of color. There are a lot of different types of fabrics. So, our brand Nje is about diversity. It's about versatility. And we said, what better way to express that versatility as simply as Nje, just as you are. So that's where the name of the brand comes from.
What was the moment that catalyzed this for you? Like, at what point in your life did you go together with your partners, we've got to do this brand? What was that defining moment?
Sure, that's a very good question. I've had quite a few defining moments. So I have always loved clothing. I have loved styling different pieces and different types of looks. But I think the defining moment was when I moved to Cape Town from Joburg about 9 years ago. I moved here for a corporate job. And just the vibrancy of manufacturing in Woodstock and meeting people who really know how to manufacture and construct garments really well. Yeah. And me and my team and my partner, we learned how to make the garments in Cape Town. So I think that was a defining moment where we realized we can actually do this. We made a few garments, about 8 styles. We built an online store ourselves, and then it just took and it flew with family and friends.
Are you saying that you didn't have experience before?
I didn't. My experience is in financial services. I've been working in financial services for 18 years.
And then you pressed reset.
And then I pressed reset.
Okay, so tell me about your pieces. I'm loving what I see right at the end. What is that?
Okay,
it's so beautiful.
I mean, I can't say this is my favorite piece because they're all my favorite pieces that I created. This is called the Robin Hood. And you can see this type of fabric. Feel it. It's like a raincoaty type of fabric. So it's really good cross-seasonally. For summer and for winter. Robin Hood, because it's got a little bit of a fairy tale kind of spin, and the hood.
And the hoodie, yes.
And the hoodie, which is detachable, actually. So another great aspect about each of our designs is that you can wear them in many different ways. So it's perfect for resetting. One garment, multi-wear, right?
Beautiful.
So you have a long lifespan, which talk to sustainability because you can wear this thing in many different ways. So
you can detach.
You can detach that. If it's a little bit too extravagant for you, you can detach it and make it a little bit more simple. And it's a dress and it's a coat. And you can wear it with some leggings, you know?
Or some like high boots.
Or some high boots.
Too cute.
It's
and then
lovely.
I love this. I mean, I think that every person should have camo in their wardrobe.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, absolutely. But the thing with camo is that people are afraid to venture, right? So I want to talk to us about resetting in terms of going out of your comfort zone to try styles that you admire on other people, but you are too afraid to try it on yourself. How do we get there?
I love the question because when we actually were building the brand, we said, my partner and I, we said, look, we want a brand that will create garments where, you know, when you flip through a fashion magazine and you see the most outrageous garments and you're like, oh my gosh, I love it. Yes. But you can't see yourself in it. So we wanted people to say, I see this, I love it, and I can see myself in it because of the functionality. So that you transform, but sometimes the transformation is not too wild. It must be something that's modest and you must tread lightly. In an image-related business, there's a lot of psychology that you deal with. So with transforming and resetting, you need to tread lightly sometimes.
I so love that you mentioned that. I want to ask you about this cute set. And then, of course, I love these hangers.
Yes.
Your little pigeons.
Yes, so my business partner, Banele, he designed those. So they're very practical and obviously they stand for our brand.
Is this a shorts or skirt?
This is a shorts. So culottes, right?
Yes.
I don't know what generation you're from, but I'm an 80s baby, so I was born in 82, and we loved culottes, right?
Absolutely.
You played sports and culottes, and I thought, why don't we give this a flirtatious, playful spin for a lady? Because I think the biggest misconception is that older ladies, or maybe ladies that are full and figure, don't want to look sexy or feel sensual. They also want to wear short things. So this is a really nice length.
Love that.
It's just by the knee, and it almost looks like a skirt, but it's short, so it's quite flirtatious. So it shapes you really well, and then the jacket over here is quite forgiving. I see these sort of fits a lot in Europe, and I really love them because it sort of shapes you over here. We've created that with this panel. So we don't have one panel of fabric because then it just sort of sits. And we've sort of created that shape, but it's still a little bit of a box shape. So you can eat as much as you want.
I love that.
And not see what's in there. So
that is awesome.
It definitely is timeless. I mentioned the 80s. This one over here, this kind of, I modernized this piece. My mother used to own it when she was 16 years old, and she was born in 1957.
What?
Okay?
Oh, wow.
So the millennials can't probably even grasp 1957, right? And what we did, we modernized it by using different colors and different types of fabric.
Yeah.
And then we also just applied our logo there.
Beautiful.
It glows in the dark, but in the day it's matte.
Look at you, all on trend. How absolutely exciting. It's so lovely to have met you. I love the story behind your brand, and I also love the heart and emotion and the authenticity that comes to all these pieces. I can actually feel its palpability. It's beautiful. Thank you so much, and I wish you all the success. Well, there you go, from bold statement pieces to timeless classics. Nje, I am, continues to be and push the boundaries of fashion, inviting us to explore new realms of self-expression and our individuality. I hope that this has inspired you to be more adventurous with your fashion choices.